It's going to be an amazing Tuesday Talks. We're going to be speaking with Hannah, a crypto and a HFX mentor, a digital investor, and a mompreneur. So let's see. This is going to be an amazing to see how her journey is and why she is a digital investor and a mompreneur, and what she does, why she does it, right? So let's see what that's going to be like.
Hi,
Hey, Hannah, how you doing?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you very much for joining Tuesday Talks.
Thanks for having me. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, loud and clear, 100%.
Good, good.
Okay, so I've done a short introduction for you already, but I do get my guests to, you're the best person to introduce yourself and add on any things that I've missed. So yeah, just introduce yourself and also just let us know why you do what you do.
Yeah,
And so yeah, the floor is yours.
thank you. So, hi everyone. My name's Hannah Prentice, and just to introduce myself, I previously used to work in criminal law defense, and I worked a 9 to 5. I didn't like having a boss. I didn't like being told when I can take my lunch breaks, and it was a 2 hour commute for me to drive to work every day. And when I had my son, I realized that I needed to make money from home. And as a single parent, I needed to provide for him. I needed to give him stability. I needed to support him financially and independently myself. So, I was looking for ways to make multiple streams of income and make money from home. And I came across Yasin Sapan, who is a Chairman 25 in our academy. And he really did open up a door to an amazing opportunity for me, which has allowed me as a single mother to provide for my son whilst working from home. Today I was playing with him, I was making money in between, feeding him, and it really does give you that financial freedom. So I'm just so grateful that I've taken this chance, because it is scary. A lot of people stay in a position because they're scared of change, but to evolve, you have to take that step and you have to make that change. So, I'm super glad that I do. And I'm within the business, Platinum 2000. So I have a team that I love to look after. And that's all about me so far.
Well, thank you very much for sharing that. That's an amazing journey as well in terms of your successes. And obviously, we'll get into it a little bit more to understand what these Platinum 2000 mean, and Chairman, what does that mean for our listeners who are not familiar with those things. People who are joining, thank you for joining. And if you do have a burning question that you would like to ask, please use the question mark bubble there and to ask us the question, and we can bring those questions up for you. But thank you very much for sharing that. And I can totally understand, when you're a single parent, you just want to, well, when you're a parent anyway, you just want to provide for your family, for your children, so to speak. So I will say I went through that stage myself as well when my daughter was born. And I just basically just want, you just want to do everything for that little person that you've just brought to this world, right? So you want to provide everything, you want to do everything, and you want to create that little world which is a safe haven for them, so they don't have to worry about everything or anything. Basically, it comes from a place of love, obviously, and you're obviously fortunate enough that you've got the opportunity at the right time, and you've created that right network at the right time. My journey came a little bit later in life, although I had a few streams going along, but I was still occupied with a job that I was in the corporate world in London, which was, I had my nice comfort blanket. So and I was like, yeah, this nice comfort blanket is fine, even though I had certain streams on the side. But you just never look at them that often because you're occupied with this nice comfort blanket. You're happy with the income that's coming to you fixed every month. But one thing I was realizing, that you have to then give away your time to get that fixed income, to have that comfort blanket. You are giving away your time. that you could spend with your loved ones a lot more, which you are getting to do now. So today is a very nice day in UK, and sunny, and you had a chance to just spend it with your little one and make money on the way as well. So what's the mindset that was taking you through that journey when you had to obviously start that journey? It's a journey a lot of people are, I would say, scared to take.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of people are, so many people are scared to make that change, and they're scared of the unknown. So, those thoughts do cross your mind because, to be successful in whatever you do, sometimes you don't know how to get there. You want it so bad, but it's a journey and a process that you have to follow. So, that mindset has to be in a place of positivity as well. I try to always stay focused and stay positive because I feel like mindset plays a massive part in life. And I never used to listen to any personal development on YouTube or anything like that. And since I have done, I find that it helps me so much in everyday life and in work. And, doing what we do, I find that it really is a journey that, your mind is constantly focusing on your goals and you have to stay focused. But it's really all about mindset and positivity. And I think it applies to anything in life. And it is such a good path to go down. Listen to YouTube, listen to so many motivational, even YouTube channels or videos before.
So how long have you been on this journey of being a mompreneur yourself?
I've been on this journey since July last year, end of July, like the very last day of July. So yeah, it hasn't been a year yet for me, but it's been amazing. And, I'm so blessed to be on this journey, and I wish that I did it a lot sooner, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I agree 100% with you as well, because when I got into this journey, I had the opportunity to do it a bit more earlier, but, when you have your comfort blanket, you're thinking, no, I don't have the time for this, and I will do it later. Oh, I have to learn this, how to do this. I'm a bit scared as well, or what involves a lot of learning. Would I have the time to now then implement that learning as well? But I joined a little bit later. So for me, it's been about 5-6 months that I've been on this journey of, incredible journey. And I'm climbing the ranks myself as well. So I've been already P150, and then I'm soon, obviously, I'm aiming for chairman myself.
Yeah.
But it's all to do with the mindset, as you just mentioned, right? Positivity. I came from a background which has already a positive mindset, but it was a case of that you have to always listen to your affirmations as well. Always be positive as well, because the world is always going up and down. Your moods will go up and down as well. Every day is not going to be the same. So how did you manage to stay positive in those times where you had to cope with some difficult situation?
So I managed to stay positive just from really trying to focus. And I feel like if you have a reason for doing what you're doing and your reason is strong enough, then even when times get tough, you're going to focus and you're going to try and get towards your goal. And even if you're going through maybe a negative patch in your life, or something's happened with family members or health or sickness, or anything around you that kind of affects you in a negative manner, then you have to just dig deep and remember why you're doing this and remember your reason. Because if your reason is strong enough, then the how will come, and the way will follow, and you'll get there. And you just have to really remember your reason.
That's actually a very amazing thing that you just shared, right? So it is to have your reason, and your why has to be big enough. Because if your why is not strong enough, you will always find an excuse to get away from it, right?
Definitely.
will always find something which is more far important than which is actually you're supposed to be doing, right? And this is where your prostration comes on as well. So you're procrastinating that you don't want to do anything because your why is not strong enough. Maybe the why is strong enough and you are not strong enough to continue with that as well. So I always say it's to do with discipline quite often, right? So I'm quite myself, I'm very strict with my discipline, and with my clients and my team, I always embed that thing first thing is to be disciplined, because your why and your discipline will go hand in hand. Because when the day comes that you are feeling low or you're feeling down or the day is not going your way, well, we will get that. We are human anyway, so and the days are never the same, right? So you will get that time. That's when you need to look at your why and be disciplined to then motivate yourself to do it, because you are doing this for yourself and whatever that why is attached to it, right?
Definitely. And a lot of people use their reason as their excuse as well. You know, like my reason for doing what I do is my son. And, you know, if my son's not well, like, you know, he has a cold or something, I could use that as an excuse not to reach my goals. I could use that as an excuse not to succeed, not to do work that day. But you can never use your reason because you're doing it for them. So you have to just push past that.
That's actually a very good point to touch upon as well. That's thank you very much for that. So with that in mind as well, do you have any set rituals that you follow, or disciplines that you follow that okay, every day has to start that way to be successful? So what does your successful day looks like? Is it a routine that you follow?
Yeah, I love a routine. I'm very much like a list person and a routine person. So the night before, I always plan my day so that I know what I've got to do. Because, you know, sometimes you'll wake up and you think, oh, I've got to do this and this, and you check your diary, and if it's all messy, your brain feels messy. So the night before, if you plan it out clearly so that you know what you're doing, and in the morning, I actually always join someone called Danny. She does a motivation call, Danny PR, and we love that because it really sets you up for the rest of the day. We talk about affirmations. She talks about what goals do you want to achieve, and it's literally like a 10-minute call, but it gets you motivated because, again, it's mindset. So I always start my day with that. We do that every day, and I always do affirmations on that call. And then I just like to stick to my diary. You know, if I've designated a certain time to whatever it is, I will stick to that, and I will, you know, take short breaks. But even when I'm breaking, I'm normally working.
Amazing.
I think that exercise as well is important because you have to stay healthy and happy, and, you know, your brain's being active if you're working on your goals, but you need your body to, you know, have that as well, going for yourself and burn that energy so that you've got that drive.
That's actually what you touched upon Danny as well. So I've been tuning into Danny's morning motivation as well. So I'm usually driving that time. So I've tuned it in, and you know, I leave it and I'm listening to it. It's an amazing morning call, which sets you in the right mindset as well to, you know, take on the day, whatever comes. She is going to be coming on our Tuesday Talks in next month as well. So we will ask her more questions about to see motivation-wise that way. She is actually a very great morning motivator for myself as well. Which, you know, so your rituals would be your affirmation, motivation call in the morning to keep you set right. So if somebody who does not have that sort of support network, right, what do you suggest they should do, right, to create that support?
I would say, you know, even if you're doing it alone and you don't have that support network that, you know, that we do, that we're fortunate enough to have, you can still stay motivated and stay focused and be in a daily routine on your own. You know, if you just write down a list of things to do and follow them through and stay focused, then you're going to get there. You know, you're going to continue your day. You're going to feel really positive. You're going to feel really, really motivated. And yeah, it's lovely to have support and a great network around you, but you know, so many people do it on their own as well. And it still can be done. You know, there's so much out there, positive videos that you can watch, affirmations that you can write down yourself and reinforce in your mind, because if you tell yourself something so much, it's going to believe it. And you know, you're almost going to trick your mind into success, and then you're just going to follow that path. So it can be done, but it is great to have a support network as well.
It's great that you touched upon the tricking the mind, and because I'm a firm believer of your mind is the most powerful muscle in your whole body, and nobody actually works to improve their mind, to make it stronger, because your mind can actually create anything that you want in your life. If you want to be a successful person, your mind can actually create that for you already, so you are successful before you are successful. You know, when they say fake it till you make it, that's what literally what they are trying to say to you. That is, you're not really faking it, but you're telling your mind that you are that person already, because the mind just projects what you want to see. The world we are seeing around us is a projection of what we are thinking already, right? So that it doesn't see anything else, is only reflecting back to you is what you are thinking. So if you're thinking your day is going to be a bad day all day, you're going to have a bad day all day, because that you've told your mind that already, right? And the mind is now looking for that bad day notifications anywhere, right? Oh, that's gone wrong. I told you it's going to be a bad day. Oh, that's gone wrong as well. Now it's a bad day. So you're just going to notice that, right? As if you're now telling your mind that I am a successful person, my day is going to be a brilliant day, and I'm going to succeed in anything I do. Your mind is just going to look for successes everywhere. And I've tested that out so many times with myself. There was a day that I just said to myself, just quietly said to myself, I want to look for this week. I want to look for yellow cars, because I do a lot of driving. So like this week, I want to look for yellow cars. And guess what's happened? Out of the blue, for the whole week, I've been looking at yellow cars, and I actually counted them how many yellow cars I looked at in a week. From Monday to Friday, I saw 60 yellow cars. From Monday to Friday. So if I had said this week, I want to look for opportunities which will make me successful, that would have been 60 opportunities for me to be successful with, right?
Yeah, that's so true as well. And because you said it to yourself, I'm going to look for yellow cars, you constantly saw those yellow cars. If you'd have said to your mind, you know, I'm going to be successful, if you convince yourself of the vision, then you're gonna see it and you're gonna get it. So true.
100%. So take us through your journey of, obviously you've got a massive team yourself. So what that feels like, and leading the team, and what it is that you're doing. So what it is, the being an HFX mentor and a crypto mentor yourself. What does that entails, and how does that, you know, if people want to join your team or learn from you?
Yeah, so you know, being part of an academy is incredible, because we have so much support from the academy, and you know, I love to support my team as well. So you know, mentoring and guiding your team is, I think, the part of being a leader. But you know, it's something that I really, really love. I value, I appreciate it, but I think that we all work together. We're all a team, you know, we all help each other. We all get the goals. It's not one person, it's all of us celebrating together, because that's what teams do. And, you know, I just love being there for them, and we're all there for each other. So, you know, we do mindset calls every Monday. We do live trading calls Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We do training calls on a Friday, just to make sure that everybody, you know, is focused, knows what they're doing, is getting paid, is enjoying what they're doing. And, you know, we can literally go through anything that anyone needs to. And I think that that's so important as well. And one team, one dream, looking at the comment box. Yeah.
I saw that as well. I saw, yeah.
Yeah, but it is, you know, it's all teamwork is so important, and it's so lovely to have such a nice team, and to all kind of be motivated and inspired to want the same goals. And I feel like you surround yourself with people that are similar to you. So if you're in a team of people that elevate you and that motivate you, then you're going to get to your goals a lot quicker than if you're, you know, hanging around with friends that aren't doing what you're wanting to do in life. You're going to get to your goal a lot slower. So team is all about lifting each other up and staying focused and staying motivated.
That's actually a great thing that you've touched upon as well. And I usually use the example of, you know, if you're building a house and you have a like-minded people who are helping you to build that house as well as a teamwork. So the house will get built very quickly because you will be passing those, you know, those bricks to each other quickly, so that house can be built. You'll be designing your life that you want the way quicker as well, and helping each other to do the same thing. And the teamwork is obviously is a lot of people when they start upon this entrepreneurial journey want to do things very lonely and alone and want to achieve everything alone. But there is support out there, and a lot of people don't realize that if you connect with the right people, reach out to them and listen to what they have to say, there's a lot of support out there. It's just you have to have the open mind that not everybody is out there to get you. Or, you know, because a lot of people are like, oh, they're going to steal my ideas, what I'm trying to achieve here. Everybody's the way, if you're out there trying to become an entrepreneur or make money or be successful, you're going to start attracting the same people who are trying to do the same thing. And nobody's trying to take away each other's success, but everyone's trying to help each other out so that we can all end up on the same goal that we want. It's all about the journey that we will be on. So your HFX, what does that entail? What is HFX for people who are not aware of it?
HFX. So I love HFX. It means high frequency Forex. So, you know, Forex is the exchange of currency pairs, and high frequency Forex is in a short space of time. So high frequency. So we place trades in a short space of time. So for example, for 3 minutes, you know, 1 minute, I like to do 3-minute trades. So it's very, very short, and you know, you can make money in minutes. So that's why I like HFX personally, because especially being a mum and being very busy with my son, I can just, you know, designate an hour or however long, make my money in minutes, close my laptop, and I'm done for the day. Then I can spend the rest of the time with him, you know, playing with him, looking after him, rather than, you know, spending a whole day in an office. And not that there's anything wrong with that at all, but just for me personally, I just like to get in and out with the bag, make money in minutes, and, you know, enjoy my day.
Amazing. So in regards to this, when you did started trading and HFX, was it something difficult to learn? Because it does look daunting, right? You're looking at these charts, and you know, if somebody's never done this before, it just looks so much to look at, and sometimes it just looks like, I don't know what you're looking at.
You know what? It does. Before I started, I actually thought, I'm never going to understand this. Like, how am I ever going to understand this? But luckily, the Academy makes it really simple to learn. So, you know, the Academy is formed of a series of videos that you can work your way through in your own time, at your own pace. You don't have to take any tests or exams. And it's really simplified because it's for people that, you know, don't have a background in finance and in trading. So, you know, I'm going to be completely transparent. I didn't even know what Forex was before I started. I just saw everybody making money and I knew I wanted to get involved, but I didn't know what it was until I got into it. And then I thought, wow, this is a lot more simplified than I thought. I didn't think that I would actually be able to do it and make a living from it and support my son from this. So it is a lot simpler, and I would say HFX for me personally is the simplest strategy to learn. You know, the Academy explains it in great simple terms, but we also have fantastic educators that really take you through and explain it while they're teaching you and while they're trading with you. You know, Kemvry Mo is my favorite educator. He's incredible. I love the way that he explains it every single time you go on one of his sessions. He speaks about it as if you're new. So anybody jumping on the session that is brand new is going to understand it because he takes it through basic steps. So, you know, it's really, really easy to understand.
That's actually good news for everybody, you know, who are not, let's say, financially a bit more clued on in terms of what it is, you know, and not everybody is. There's nothing wrong with that as well, because this is not something we are taught in school, and this is not something which is handed down within the families as well, or, you know, it's something, and that's the reason why you know, school just teaches you how to count the money, but then it doesn't tell you what to do with that money after that, right? You've counted it, you have it. What do I do? Pay the bill. Yeah, you just pay the bill, and that's what you are just taught. And I know that when I joined and I started learning, and I started making money out of that as well, and there was this person that I introduced to it. He's a quite young lad. When he started doing it, he was like, why wasn't I told this 5 years ago? I would have not, you know, I would have not wasted my 5 years doing all these things that I've been doing. And I should just, they should teach this in school, you know, how to actually make money rather than just count and spend, because that's the only thing you know, right? And he was like, if now he's doing HFX and a couple of other trades as well, and he only spends a couple of hours, myself as well, only a couple of hours a day. You know, unless you want to spend all day, but you just need to spend a couple hours a day, and you're done, right? It's pretty much, that's all you need, and then you can go about your day what you want to do. And hence I am able to drive all day because I love driving, so I'm out and about all day. And that's one of the greatest thing to do with forex trading. Now, for a lot of people who look at forex trading, they get a bad notion from it, right? Every time. So because it's been given that bad name because of the movies out there, and, you know, in the 80s and 90s, when people used to pick up the phone and trying to place trades and all that stuff. So that has been there for a long time, and everybody, when you talk about forex trading, thinks of those times, right? But how easy it is now, in your experience, to place those trades, and you're saying, you know, in money minutes, you're just placing trades in 3 minutes and you're done in 1 hour.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, we're always in control of our own money. Nobody touches our money. So it's safe as long as, you know, you are trading the right way. And I think trading sometimes has a bad stigma about it, because a lot of people go on YouTube, they go on Google, they try and teach themselves how to trade. They fail because they're not learning something in the right order. So then they're losing money, and then they're ranting about it. And other people that are listening are picking up the negative, because, you know, negative news spreads faster than positive news. It's a fact. But when you actually learn how to trade and you learn in the correct order, there shouldn't be reasons for, you know, having massive losses, losing money. Because if you're learning in the right order and you're guided by a mentor, by support and education, then there shouldn't be that reason to.
That's actually a very good point in terms of learning it in the right order, and following the process of you know, learning. Because when people are, what I've noticed is, you know, when they're trying to do certain things, for example, being an entrepreneur or trading or trying to just make money, right? But there is no magic pill out there which will give you an instant fix of anything, right? So there's no get rich quick schemes out there. It's all to do with your willpower, your discipline, and your willingness to succeed, right? If you have these things, it's a combination of those things which then gives you the success that you see at the end. You know, two of my favorite entrepreneurs, you know, Elon Musk and Richard Branson, they didn't just became businessmen and be rich and all that stuff. They came from humble starts like us, but they wanted to become businessmen. They wanted to invent things and start businesses and all that stuff. So they had to create those opportunities themselves. They had to do certain things. And this is what we need to be doing, and follow the right process. If people were getting educated by YouTube, yeah, YouTube is a good resource, but I think it's a good resource to just maybe get an understanding of it. Once you know what it is, you need to now look for a correct institute, an academy, a place or mentor who is actually teaching the correct way of progressing. But what I love of this Our Academy is that is continuous support every day in, day out. And you have continuous support from the live educators as well every day. So it's not somebody that you just meet and, you know, you sign up with and they just teach you one strategy and then you're right on your own, go out there. You know, you have live educators 24 hours a day from all over the world. There is always somebody live. You tune into their live. You can take the trades if you're watching them, learn from them live, and then continue doing what you need to do, right? If you need to take a trade, continue your day as well. So, but you are learning through the process of how it should happen from step one all the way to whatever that step would be. You know, so and you never master something. In my opinion, I always say you never master something at the end. Anyway, you are always learning. So, and that's what is great with our academy is that you are always able to learn because you are tuning in live with every day. You're looking at live markets. You are listening to what's happening now in the market, not somebody who's mastered something in like 2 years ago and is still teaching that 2-year-old strategy, which is now irrelevant, right? Is that something you would agree on for the academy?
Yeah, definitely. I completely agree. You know, it's current and it's relevant. You know, you can even listen to the crypto educators, which I have done, and they tell you about the best investments to make. And, you know, what we do as traders is, you know, we normally dip in and out of the market, making money, buying and selling currency pairs. However, because we have professional educators, they are giving you all the knowledge that they know, and it's, you know, current knowledge because they're up to date. So if they're giving you advice, you know, I would advise buy this coin, or, you know, this crypto is going to increase in price. I didn't have a crypto portfolio before I started this. Coming into the academy, you know, I tuned into the Go Live sessions with some of the educators, you know, Nick Gomez, Crypto Picasso, and I had learned so much about current coins and what they're doing and what they're expected to do. And I started to build a crypto portfolio. And now I have that as an investment for my son, for his future, you know, that I wouldn't have otherwise had. And it's because they know what's going on currently and, you know, they're well educated on this matter. So it is very, very relevant to, you know, this day and age, especially digital currencies. You know, the world is going to move in that way. It's all going to be digital currencies eventually.
Yeah, no, definitely the world is moving that way, and the paper money will be, you know, slowly. I mean, we've not been using paper money for a long time anyway. I don't know a single person that I hang out with has any paper money in their wallet. You know, we are using we're tapping our phones or watches now anyway everywhere. Or your cards, right? So it's plastic. It used to be plastic. Now it's your watch or a phone that you're tapping away everywhere, right? So slowly, everything will be digital anyway, and crypto, digital assets, and digital money is the way forward. And it's great that obviously our academy is able to now help with that and get you started with building your portfolio to get to know. There's like so many coins out there and so many currencies. So if for a person who is thinking to starting a digital portfolio just like yourself, should definitely tune into this, right?
Definitely. There's so much knowledge and so much value that comes from it. And, you know, we get it all the time. You can tune into these sessions and we really are blessed to have them.
Amazing. So in terms of your journey, how has your journey been from the day you started to now? What has been the biggest highlight of being a mompreneur yourself?
Biggest highlight. I would say just kind of a sense of achievement for getting to where I am. Just when I hit Platinum 2000, I think that was quite a moment where I thought, you know, this is great. I have an extra 2,000 a month that I'm getting residually, as well as my trading money. So that was a point where I kind of thought, you know, I use this money to multiply it when I'm trading. And that was kind of something that took it to the next level, especially in my trading. And I guess that was a highlight. but really just working with all of my team and just seeing them progress. For me, that's the most important thing, because I love to help them. And it's such an amazing feeling, you know, when you can just help give back to someone and see them reach their goal. That's just as fulfilling, you know. They say that instead of serving yourself, you should serve others and goals, and you'll be more fulfilled. And I believe that that's one of the arts of fulfillment, and it's so true.
No, that is 100%, 100%. So, you know, in return to help yourself, if you're helping others, you are helping yourself in return as well, whilst you are helping others. So that's actually amazing to hear in your regards to your journey, that, you know, that you've achieved that level of success by just helping others and connecting with everybody, right, and giving that support, and that's all there is. So anybody who's listening to this now, all is required is to be an open-hearted person, and an open-minded person, and just be out there and serve and help, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in return, you are going to be helped as well, and you're going to see the success by just helping others as well. So whilst you've been doing this, has there been a day where you felt like, okay, you know, why am I doing all this, and how did you overcome it?
Yeah, I mean, of course, you know, that would only be natural. I'd be lying if I said it. No, that never happened. But yeah, of course, it happens in everyday life with everyone, you know, no matter what it is, no matter whether you think, oh, I don't want to get the washing out today, or, you know, even little things like that. So, of course, it's going to happen in business, because in every business you run into obstacles, you know, that's natural, that happens. But then you have to deal with the obstacles. And I feel like it's how you deal with them. You know, if you deal with something in an angry or negative manner, then that's how you're going to continue. If you deal with something, even if it's something bad that's happened, if you deal with it in a positive manner, then that's how it's going to continue. So it's your actions that portray your results, basically. You know, if, say, someone called you and you stubbed your toe, you answered the phone and you were really angry, then that person's going to think, oh, wow, like, what have I done to them? And your day's going to continue like that. Like you said earlier, you know, then you're going to think, oh, this has happened, this has happened. Whereas if you turn it around in a positive mindset, then that's fine. Your day's going to continue like that. Really have, you know, come across obstacles. Everybody has, everybody will, if you haven't yet. But the way to definitely overcome them is to just have a positive attitude and just keep pushing forward, because you're going to get to your goal eventually, as long as you have that.
That's actually very amazing share that you just did that as well. And I'll just touch upon that and add a little bit as well, you know, to sum it up as well. If you're not feeling uncomfortable any given day, whether that's a bad day or something which is not going your way, you're not doing something right. Because to become successful, you have to outgrow the person you already are. You have to also go out of your comfort zone, right? So to go out of your comfort zone, that is going to be uncomfortable. That is going to be full of obstacles. That is going to be a different level of strength that you need to build to overcome it. So if you're not feeling any of those things and you're thinking, yes, I'm very successful, I'm doing this, but you now are not feeling it, what's happening there in my eyes is that you've just become complacent, and you've just replaced the comfort blanket that you had as an employee for somebody else by yourself. Now you've become your own employee and just taken that comfort blanket, right? So to be successful, you have to keep finding what is uncomfortable now, right? It's like playing games, because everybody play games, right? So when you're playing one of your games on PS5 or Xbox, whatever that is, it gets harder and harder and harder, to the point that maybe, like, let's say you're level 1, you did it in 1 hour, level 2, maybe 2 hours, to the point that now you're playing for a few nights and you're still in the same level, right? You've been playing it. Now that you're looking for cheat sheets. So that's when you know that you want to, this is the level that you're leveling up. Once you level that up, you're going to be fulfilled. You're going to be like, oh, okay, I've achieved something. And that's what you need to be looking for, what that achievement is. And to reach that achievement, you would be leveling up every day. And that's what all the other successful entrepreneurs and even millionaires and billionaires do, is they are always looking for opportunities to better themselves. They're always looking for that obstacle, which is always difficult to achieve, and they go and achieve that, right? So I usually use the example of Olympians and athletes, right? What do you think they are doing all year round? You never see them before that, right? Let's say, what are they doing, right? They're not just sitting at home just eating carbs and all that stuff, right? They're training. They're running around the course. They're jumping the obstacles that they need to do. If they're swimmers, they're like just swimming left, right, and center, right? They're doing all those things so that they can overcome their stamina. They can overcome the day that they are going to feel tired. They can overcome the actual day that when it comes to it, it's going to be so natural that when the go sign goes, the siren for go, they just zoom and they hit the target that they need to achieve, right? And that's what it is. I also say every time, all these Olympians, they all have the same goal when they come to the Olympics, which we're going to see now, right? The Olympics happening soon. So so all these Olympians, they all have the same goal. What is that? To achieve gold for their country, right? And bring it home, right? So they all have it, but only few achieve it, and the rest get the silver and the bronze, and some don't. So what's the difference, right? The others didn't practice enough, maybe? No, they all did something, but the ones who won were the one who overcame the obstacles the time it hit them. The others, maybe that when they feel tired, they're like, okay, I'm going to do it tomorrow now. Let's call it a day, right? But the others, they were like, no, I'm going to continue, and maybe also do it nighttime when everybody's sleeping. So those are the ones who actually win. And that goes for everything with trading, with learning, and with anything that you want to do, is to continue and overcoming that obstacle that we want to achieve. Would you agree with that?
Definitely. And I so strongly agree with you when you said about the comfort zone. Nothing good ever comes from a comfort zone. Nothing. You have to get out of your comfort zone to make changes, to see results, take action. So I 100% agree with you. And I feel like doing what we do, you learn so much about yourself. And when you come out your comfort zone, you feel empowered, and you start finding a whole new confidence that you never knew that you had before. And you change for the better. So definitely get out your comfort zone. Definitely.
So I would like to thank you very much for today, and your time as well, for taking out and being on our Tuesday Talks. Is there something that you would like to share with the viewers and listeners to motivate or inspire?
Just to say, whatever your goals or your dream or vision is, to just make sure that you have a very strong reason for that. Yes, people like materialistic things, but that's not going to drive you to success. If you think, I want that handbag or those shoes or that car, you need to dig deep and find your reason that gets you out of bed every morning, that you dream about. And that is your reason. If it's strong enough and it makes you cry, then it's going to get you to success. So just focus on that reason and just keep pushing forward.
That is so amazing and rightfully put as well. So people listening now, you've heard it here now. So if your why is strong enough, you need to go and just do it. I always say the Nike has the best logo out there, and the thing, just do it. So you just need to get up and do it. Nothing will go wrong if your why is strong enough, because you will overcome anything and everything, right? And thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for listeners as well who've tuned in. And if you just tuned in now, I would recommend to rewind and watch it all over again. There's been so many amazing golden nuggets being shared here, and it's been an inspirational conversation. And if you're watching this and you found it inspirational, I recommend you to share this with everybody, because you don't know who's just woken up this morning and thought of that there should be better. There should be something better than what they have now. And this video might just change their life. You never know. So I urge people, if you find it inspiring, share it with others. So thank you very much, Hannah, and thank you very much to everybody else.